Hello everyone, in today's tutorial we will be building a web scraper using Selenium to scrap hotel details from Google. My name is Mrugank Rai. I am a software developer and previously I was working as a full stack AI engineer in a startup. For this project we will be scraping data from Google, specifically the top 5 hotels. Here is the information we will gather from each hotel listing, that are hotel names, average rating of each hotel and reviews of each hotel. Let's head over to Selenium's page in PyPy. Here you can see there is a link here, that's a web driver for Chrome. You can download any web driver of your choice. I'm gonna download Chrome web driver. I already have downloaded the driver. If you don't have it, please go ahead and download any compatible version of any web driver for your OS. Store this web driver in some location in your system. Now let's see what data we will be extracting. Let's head over to Google and search for hotels in a city. Let's say hotels in Bhubaneswar. You can see a list of hotels here, its average ratings, its number of reviews, and even the hotel names. Now let's click on this reviews link. You'll see a lot of reviews here. When you reach bottom of the page, Google will send a request to its backend to get more data, and it updates the review section. Now we will be extracting only the first few reviews, but you can make Selenium scroll down and extract more and more reviews. Let's import these libraries and let's create an instance called driver. I'm using Chrome here because I have Chrome driver. If you have downloaded Firefox driver, you can use that. Now copy paste the driver's location. Let's head over to this tab that I've shown you guys before. Copy this URL. Let's create another instance called URL. Use this get function, pass URL here. Okay, let's execute this. It's gonna fire a new window in Selenium. As you can see, this is the tab that we saw earlier. Now let's inspect some HTML elements here. To inspect a site, you can press on Ctrl+Shift+I. This will open DevTools, right? And you can see HTML elements here. Let's see where is the heading element, right? H2 element. And here is the class. So what we want is we're gonna access this particular element, right? Similarly, we'll access this element and we will access this reviews element. Okay, let's copy the class here and let's head over to PyCharm. Now let's create an instance called soup, and we're gonna use beautiful soup, right? You can see in the imports we have used beautiful soup. So beautiful soup, and we're gonna pass site here. To access the site, you can pass driver.page soup. So this will pass the entire HTML code to the beautiful soup, and we're gonna use HTML parser. You can use any parser of your choice. I'm going to write some comments here just to make it more readable. Names equals to soup dot find all, right? Now what find all will do is you can access other HTML elements as well. So find all will return a list of H2 elements, right? Let's pass the element here, that's H2, and let's pass the class. Okay, I think we have copied the class here. Okay. Now we will access ratings now. Just copy it. Let's inspect the rating. So we will access this particular element. Let's copy the class here. And it's a span element. Is the class. And now we're gonna access the number of reviews. Let's inspect the element. It's span element as well. Let's copy the class. Paste it here. Let's see what it returns. Let's execute this one. As you can see, these are the hotel names, right? And these are the ratings. You will find the reviews here as well. Now, what we're gonna do is we will get only the top 5 hotel details. Now we will make Selenium click on this reviews link. Right? When you click on it, you will see a lot of reviews here. You need Selenium to click on it. To do that, we're gonna need something called Chropath. Right? It's an extension that's available in Chrome apps. Let's head over to app. Chropath. This is the extension that I'm using. You should use this as well. Let's inspect this element now. Head over to Chropath. And as you can see, we need a relative X path, right? Just copy this one. So we need this so that Selenium clicks on this link and we can scrap reviews from this link. Okay. We will be using something called WebDriver wait here. What it does is Selenium will wait for 10 seconds for an element matching the given criteria to be found. What this means is, let's say we want this element to load. Right now, this page takes some time to load, so until it will wait for a maximum period of 10 seconds. By that time, if this element has not loaded, then it will throw an exception, right? So we will be looking for this head element, right? So we'll be looking for this one. If this is getting loaded, if this is not getting loaded within 10 seconds, then it will throw a exception, right? That's what this page says. Let's head over to PyCharm again. Let's create wait and with driver wait. Let's pass the driver instance here. Let's pass 10 seconds. Okay, we're gonna click this review button. Okay, because we want Selenium to click on this review button, right? So we have imported something called ec, right? So we'll use that ec dot element to be clickable. We will be using xpath. Let's inspect this element first, right? Now this is the X path here. Copy this, paste it here. Wait for, let's say, 3 seconds. I have hard coded this. You can similarly use this WebDriver wait as well. What this piece of code will do is that it will wait for this element to load. Once this element is loaded, we'll click on this, and since this page takes some time to load, that's why we're gonna wait for 3 seconds. Then we will do something, right? Because if I don't do this and I continue doing some manipulation with this review thing, then it won't be able to do anything because that page hasn't loaded in Selenium yet. So we will have to wait for a while. Let's execute this piece of code. Once the page is loaded, clicks on the reviews, and here we go. Right? We want Selenium to click on these reviews links of top 5 hotels that are appearing on our search results. Right? Let's head over to PyCharm again. Let's comment this out. Right? Now I want to show you the number of reviews. And we're going to access each review. And let's print this. And once this page is loaded, you can see here these are the reviews, right? And this is what we see on this page. Okay, right. Now this is actually returning the entire element. We don't want the entire element, we want only the text, right? So let's write text here. What previously we were doing is we were accessing this element, right? We were clicking on this link. We don't want to click on only this link, we want to click on all the reviews links. Let's uncomment this part. Let's execute this one. This is the initial page that's loading, right? And it will load another page. It keeps on loading other pages, right? It will load the top 5 hotels. Now we will scrap all these reviews. We had loaded all the 5 pages, the 5 reviews pages in Selenium, right? Now as you can see, this is the 0th tab, right? Its index is 0. This one, the last one that has been loaded, its index is 1, right? The first one that has been loaded, its index is 5. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and this is 5. So what we are going to do is, after loading all these 5 pages, after opening these 5 pages in different tabs, we're going to switch to this tab, which is the 5th tab actually, right? We're gonna switch to this one. I mean, it's not the 5th tab, index wise it's in the 5th index, right? We're gonna switch to this. We're gonna scrap all the data here, we're going to switch to this, scrap all the data, switch to this, scrap on the data, and so on and so forth. Right. So length of hotel name is 5. Right. As you can see, we are loading top 5 hotels. So it will be starting index will be 5. We will be going until the 1 index. Right. We're looking from 5th index to 1 index. Okay. Now we are going to switch the tab. Switch to window. Where is it? Switch to window, and we're gonna pass driver dot window handles, and that is the index. We are creating another instance of soup because we are changing window here, right? Since we have changed from the last window to the first, the last tab to the first tab, right? Since we have switched to that, so we need to pass this page source to beautiful soup. We'll try to find this hotel reviews element. Let's head over to Chrome here. Let's inspect Chrome first. As you can see here, this we will be accessing this div, right? I'll be accessing this div as it has a class of this one. Now I'll create another list called hotel reviews list. We are accessing this element, and we need div1 div element. Inside the div element there is span element, right? And we need the text inside it, so text. What we are going to do is we are going to append this inside the list. Let's do one thing. I'll create another variable called reviews, which is a list, and we will append hotel reviews list to this list. So essentially this will be a list of lists, right? Now we have all the reviews. Let's print all the reviews. It switch to this tab, then switch to this tab, this tab, this tab, and this tab. And when after it switches, it then tries to scrap all these reviews, right? This should be J instead of I, so it should be J. Now what we're gonna do is we will write all these data. We will name this CSV file as hotel.csv, and mode will be write mode, right? And we'll open it as CSV file. We'll set field names. Field names are essentially column names, right? You can name it whatever you want. We'll have 3 columns actually. Hotel names column, right? I'm naming it name, rating, and finally reviews. Okay, and we'll create a writer instance. we have stored all the data inside a list, right? So we will have to use the for loop. We will access each hotel reviews, right? Reviews is actually a list of lists, right? So each hotel has multiple reviews, so we have a list of lists. We will convert that entire list, let's say, review text, right? I'll have two new line characters. You can have one if you want. I'll join it, hotel reviews, right? So hotel reviews is a list, and we're looking through it. We are appending inside a string, right? And that string is view text. Right through. Now it will be a dictionary, right? And the first and the keys will actually be the column names, hotel names, right? We are using for loop to access each hotel name dot txt. Since hotel names is a list of the elements, right? We actually will be storing text. That's why I'm writing the text. Rating, ratings, access each rating here. We need to access this element, its child element, and then the text, right? So ratings dot span dot text, okay, and then we will access views. This will be review text since it's a text. We will be writing this text in a CSV file, and let's execute this code. Let's see if it works. Let's access this hotel.csv file that you can see here. Let me fire my LibreOffice here. Okay, as you can see, stored the hotel name, the rating, and the reviews as well, right? So you can get as much as hotel details that you want. I have only grabbed the top 5 hotels. Okay, so yeah, that will be the end of code. The code will be in my GitHub repo. I'll have that in my description. If you want to reach out to me, you can reach out to me via my mail. My mail is mrugankarai@gmail.com. This is my website. You can reach out to me on my website as well. If you want to talk to me, you can talk to me via LinkedIn. And if you want to access this code, you can access this code via GitHub, right? Here is the link, and I'll have all the links in the description. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Have a nice day.